the relationship you make now in bodybuilding with other athletes backstage, this is what you remember when this competition is done. When you retired and everything else, that relationship is what's valued the most. These are the people that you're going to create relationship with. So open yourself to saying, hey, you know, how you doing? That's it. And everyone's like, come on, you got to be better. You got to try. You got to be harder. I'm like,
your second
slow
Olympia.
down. It's my second Olympia. Relax. It's coming. Things will happen in its right time, you know. If you try to rush and you push yourself too much, you will lose your health, you lose your body, you lose something.
You lose yourself.
You lose yourself. Where you are now is already a blessing. Where you are now is already something that is special, but you don't see it because you live it, you see it every day. Always try to appreciate what's around you, what you have right now. Especially people around you. Appreciate them, because the minute it's gone.
Hello, I'm Marek Olejniczak and Samson and Marlenka Dauda. We just, for invitation, our friends, we're talking about life, about life and future, of course, because we are a short time before very, very important competition.
Arnold
almost
Classic.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. From beginning, Samson, why people call you Nigerian lion? Because it's very popular. Many people. Yes, but why?
Because I mean, obviously, I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. I came to the UK when I was 16 years old, and I didn't really think much of it. But one of my friends, you know, I think it was 2 years or 3 years ago, he sort of pulled out the name and said, I know Michael Dabu. And he said, you know what, you're the Nigerian lion and everything. I was like, actually, yeah, okay. So I was like, yeah, I like that name, I'll take it. And then from there, you know, your name just stuck. And now it's like,
very strong.
It's his name that means a
motivated.
lot, man. Yeah, you know, so it's like, it's that lion mentality and it's that never give up and just that all heart. So, yes, and I just name matched, you know.
Okay. I like this nickname. It's very, very original and the only one. The only one. Because many bodybuilder competition using something typical. You are original. You are a person. So I like. Okay, where you born and when you born? Nigeria.
Yeah, so born in Nigeria in 1986. Went to Nigeria. Went to school in Nigeria. Went to boarding house. Lived in Nigeria all the way to when I actually moved here when I was 16, went to boarding house for most of my secondary school and everything else. And when I moved to the UK, I moved to London. And I stayed in London for quite some time before I moved out a bit to Basildon and then now moved to Essex, you know. So, yeah, my history has just kind of been like, you know, into sports and everything else and just kind of going from there. So, but originally from Nigeria.
And we start this moment on your beginning because I'm interested in your beginning.
Yeah.
What's your beginning? As of course, I mean sports and bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is your first love or not?
No, actually, it wasn't. You know,
no,
because
first love. I know.
No, but even like in sports-wise, you know, I didn't know about bodybuilding to 2013. That's when I first
football.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was basketball and rugby. You know, so first I did basketball when I was in Nigeria, and when I came here. I started playing rugby for Colchester just down the road. So I played rugby for a long time. And then we met in the gym in 2012. And, you know, Melina is the one that got me started into bodybuilding. You know, so that showed me what bodybuilding was in 2013.
How looks your body in this time?
This time, I mean, for me, I was like very, very small, skinny guy, you know, very small, you know, 11 stone.
But structure,
I was good at running, you know, I could, you know, very slim built, you know, athletic slim built, but definitely no muscle like that at all.
You had base for sports, your body was ready to start something new, like bodybuilding,
Okay.
That
was the thing.
Yeah, training.
You were training really hard.
Yeah, you know, always trained really hard for different sports and always kind of like, you know, to go to the gym, but it wasn't bodybuilding training. It was more for athletic and more for high impact, explosive training for rugby and everything else, but never like, okay, bodybuilding, typical training until I started, you know, we thought about, okay, we want to do bodybuilding, but it was always kind of okay, you know, but never like muscle building, extra training, you know.
Okay, and you start with lift and power station, of course, like many young boy. Because you had how many years old?
Then when I started, I was 27. 27 years old, you know. So I started bodybuilding late.
I think maybe not too early because 27 is
late.
Yes,
very late. You know, I started because then I was playing other sports. So for bodybuilding I never thought about bodybuilding at all. You know, the most I know about bodybuilding was same time everybody. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, that's as far as I know.
15 years old, and they in this time they observe other very good like Steve Rivers was
Hercules and
Arnold's idol. Yes.
So that's
you had also some idol who wanna be like your idol. I don't know.
Did you have someone that you looked up to?
I mean, when I first started bodybuilding, you know, it's when I first looked at the sport. You know, for me, I started watching and I saw Phil Heath and I saw Flex Wheeler. And for me, those physiques were the one that Kai Green, you know, I saw them posing. Yeah, you know, those physiques was the one first time I saw modern bodybuilding. And I was like, wow, this is it's interesting.
Many people, your fan, many people thinking you are a mix, very good mix, Flex Wheeler, Kai Green, and the best shake, the best mix, cocktail, bodybuilding cocktail from the best shape of the world.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, going to future forward, you will Mr. Olympia. Sorry.
Yeah, to work for that.
You can believe.
Yeah. I mean, that's the plan, you know. I mean, we know that each year we get closer, and you know, this was the dream, you know. It's now that you're here. Before it was just to make the Olympia stage, but now it's like, okay, you know, you're close, you can be Mr. Olympia. So now it's working, you know, working.
What was so this last Olympia was the best results, yes?
Yeah.
But is the best shape, the best condition?
Yeah.
Also, so
yeah. I think, you know, for me, this Olympia was the best I've ever looked coming through.
Arnold Classic was before.
Arnold Classic was before, you know, 2023 Arnold Classic a few months later. But I think Olympia was still better look, best shape, best results we've had. You know, placing third place in the Olympia. Second Olympia being third place is a
when we are competition to competition.
Yeah.
So last competition was worst. Every next competition you looks better.
Yeah.
Many not everyone, but sometimes competitor. Looks sometimes better, sometimes not.
Worse,
I mean about correct to be better from competition to competition.
Yeah.
You are working regular,
consistent.
Consistent. And we see you in better
each time.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing that we know when we first met in 2018. You know. That was when we just turned pro and we're doing our first show. And since then, you know, every year we try to improve. And the more we learn, you know, because like I said, I started bodybuilding late and we started learning how my body works and what, you know, when we first met, it was, okay, he needs more size. How do you put on size when, you know, I've been skinny all my life. You know, I've been always a small guy. I was somebody that they say, it's very hard to put on muscle, you know. So we had to learn, okay, how do I make this body grow? And then we figured it out the last few years to keep that line, to keep waistline and everything else. So we figured it out, and then obviously the body starts growing and everything else. And each time we compete, we refine, we learn, okay, what do we like, what don't we like? Nah, we don't try this no more. We'll try this new one. And we refine the whole structure and refine what we do. So that's why each time we're always learning, you know, always learning from every competition. Not just good, what's bad, what didn't work, what works. And then we take bits here and there and we make it so the next time we show up, we always want to be better.
Point.
Yeah, exactly.
All body scanning, grow.
Yep. So we're always picking, okay, weak points. Okay, which one do you want to improve? Okay, improve your back, improve your legs, improve your quads, calf, arms, shoulders. we're picking, we're looking and going, okay, right, this time, this off season, focus a lot on this, try to make this better, try to make that better. So now we're here. It's been years of, manipulating and picking different parts and trying to make sure we make it better, trying different training style as well.
And it's never the same.
It's never the same.
You know that body never responds the same.
Yeah,
remember our first time when we met in Prague, but in Prague not talking yet.
Yeah.
But next competition was in Padua.
Yeah,
in
Italy. Yeah.
Very
strange competition.
Very strange competition. 24 guys, 24 pros.
Yes,
pros,
as well,
24,
very
late competition. I think it was 11 p.m.
Oh,
11, 12 p.m.
In a village.
In the middle of Italy.
I remember we was on the stage very close. And I have also picture from this time.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
when you to
yes, from backstage. Because when we finish and everything is over.
Yeah.
I ask you, could you make
pause?
Yes.
So backstage.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
I remember you stay alone with Marlenka. I was with my coach Mauro Sassi.
I remember.
Yes.
Very well.
And Norbert Felix.
Yep.
Okay, what a nice guy. Yes. And from this time, he was my friends from the stage.
From that moment on,
yes.
This is the thing. I think bodybuilding, you build relationship with bodybuilding backstage and everything else. Like at first, everybody seemed to meet up in competition, and everybody's like competition, okay, and everybody's serious. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to know each other. And then after you go on stage, you come off, and you're like, everything calms down, and now you're like, hey, hello, how you doing? How you, my friend? And then you build relationship with people that you actually become. Actually, this guy, I've seen him 2 shows, 3 shows. We've been together. Now we start talking. Now you then have that friendship that grow from it. And I say, they say this thing is like the relationship you make now in bodybuilding with other athletes backstage. This is what you remember when this competition is done. When you retired and everything else, that relationship is what's valued the most from everything, because we can now talk about, I remember 2018 backstage, there was no, it was very dark, there was no place to sit, it was hot, everything. So we could talk back and then we could remember these memories because there's nobody else to share with, because we went through it together. I remember on stage, you were standing here and this guy showed up. So this is what's special about competing with people that are like-minded like you. This is what's valuable. And you always, I always say, guys, when you go to a competition, don't see everybody as competitors and enemies and rivalries, because that's not what it's there for. These are your friends. These are your challenges. These are the people that are going to make you better. These are the people that you're going to create relationship with. So open yourself to saying, hey, how you doing? That's it. Because that relationship, when you're finished competing, that relationship, they remember that moment with you where nobody else will remember. All the fans, everybody else they're watching the stage from the stage. They're watching from the show. They don't know what happens backstage. They don't know that. But the people you compete against, those are the ones that you have conversation. Those are the ones that know what you're going through. So those relationships are very special, And I always say to people, always be careful. That relationship, don't be so pig-headed. Don't be so, all focus. Remember, the work is done at that stage.
Yes.
Make friends.
I'm happy when you remember, because for me it's my... I'm not retired, maybe, but I have own problem with my health and my condition. Also, I don't say stop. Maybe in future, because I'm in bodybuilding still. Anyway, I don't know when I will competing again. Yeah. I hope soon, because you believe me. I know.
Oh yes.
I remember last time 1 year ago when we during our meeting in Poznań, in Poland, our checking.
Yes.
After World Battle wine.
It was good time.
Tasty,
yes.
It was time
for
this.
For times like this, and
for rest. Yes. And why not? Anyway, I believe in your victory in Olympia, because I feel like. I feel this very close.
And it was like I said, people forget that this is our second Olympia. We only started.
Yep.
Everybody forget that I started bodybuilding at 27 as an amateur. I turned pro 30.
I remember your first as amateur.
There we go. Yep. So this is still very fresh for me, you know. And I'm standing on stage and you're fighting top 3 best in the world. And everyone's like, come on, you got to be better. You got to do drier. You got to be harder. I'm like,
your second
slow
Olympia.
down. It's my second Olympia. Relax. It's coming. Things will happen in its right time, you know. If you try to rush and you push yourself too much, you will lose your health. You lose your body. You lose something.
You lose yourself.
You lose yourself to this pressure of, yes, better. You have to be Mr. Olympia today. It will happen when it happens. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep gradually progressing and enjoy this. Because...
But you don't hurry up, yes? You know...
No, you take your time. You need time. You need time.
Many people...
They want you. Yeah.
Many people, not only coach, because coach is smart, is okay.
Yeah.
But many your fans, okay, push more. There's rush.
Yep.
Yes,
and then next, exactly. And then next thing you know, Samson is in hospital.
Yep.
Because people can't wait for your victory.
No. You know, they want it now. Yeah. It's like, look, it's coming. Relax, patience. You know, today's world, because of, you know, social media, everything is now. And it's like, no, but life doesn't work that way. Life is about patience. When the right time comes, the right time comes. If you try to rush it too far, you're gonna derail yourself. Something bad will happen. Take your time. Let your time come when it comes. Enjoy the progress. Enjoy this. Because I said, like, up to today, you know, I'm prepping for the Arnold Classic. Second biggest show in the world. Second time going for a win. And I'm enjoying the idea of it. I'm enjoying the experience of it. If I don't stop to take it in, when it's finished, what do I remember? All I remember is...
You know what I like in yourself and in bodybuilding? You want to be the best and not only on the stage. Your bodybuilding is for you is not on the stage.
No.
Because people thinking, stage on the sports and pushing and results. Yeah. You're true because you are good man all time. When you are after off season after competition, you don't rest. Of course, rest. Your mind rests.
Your mind rests, but your body. You're traveling. You go around the world. You meet people.
Opening for all world. You traveled. You have many power, and you are strong to be for everyone.
Thank you.
Not only personally on the. Meet and greet and seminar and guest posing. When people write you many
messages, you reply back all the time.
Not possible to answer for
everybody, but you do as much as you can, you know.
But you can do it,
Of course, yes, because
there's a lot of messages.
Because there's a lot of messages and a lot of people. And I remember, you know, where I was a fan of bodybuilding and I was watching the top guys in the world, and I was inspired by them. And I know what it's like to want to talk to somebody and ask them, you know, what's this like? How does this feel? Like, what do you do? And, you know, to be able to be in this position now and have people message me, I feel like, you know what, you have to give back to them the same way you wanted people to give back to you, you know. So if someone message you and say, hey, brother, you know, I'm not feeling good today. I just want to say, you know what, I like your stuff. You're watching what you're doing, and I really appreciate it. And, you know, you reply back, say, yo, brother, keep your head up. Thank you, you know, appreciate it. Because this sport is very small. You know, as big as it is, the sport is very small. We only have the same passion for one thing. We all like to train. We all like to go to the gym. We all believe that this helps us be better people. So it means the world to us to always share this with other people, not just, it's just mine, it's me, I don't want to talk to them. You have to share this as much as you can, and that way you help everybody grow into something better. So you always have to look at it in terms of bodybuilding is not only on stage. It's not only,
people
perform.
Love you.
It's
people
all
love
around
you.
you know?
True, it's true.
Thank you.
No many men and competitive bodybuilder athlete like you. Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know who is similar. Maybe small dose. Similar.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm happy I meet with you because for me it's I feel hot from my side.
Thank you, man.
I would like hearing from you about your coach because maybe not Milos, but I know John Meadow was like father for you. And tell something about because his dad, but for you is hard.
Yeah, I mean,
hard.
The time, 2020, 2021, when, you're bodybuilding for 4 years and you
prepared the
competition. Arnold UK was preparing for that, 2020 was hard. It was a hard year for everybody. 2021 was even harder. And, at that point, I started to not believe in bodybuilding anymore. I started to believe that I can't be here. I can't do this. And I wanted to stop bodybuilding, And that was the time where John came around and, John, he spoke to me, man. He told me the idea of, okay, you know what? There's something there, It makes me believe
one day
that.
Before,
I was talking to him before the competition. It was one weekend, we were 8 weeks out from the competition. And I spoke to him on Friday and, he's like, you know what, you're going to be, when you time come, you're going to shock the world. Everybody will know who you are, you're going to be something. I was like, oh, John, thank you, man, appreciate it, but, this is a dream, And then 2 days later, he passed away. So, for me, it was very hard, someone that sort of believed in you in that moment. They believe in what they see in you, and even though you don't believe it, but they believe in it. So as time went on, we looking now, we're seeing this is what John said. This is what he saw. This is what he said was going to happen. And now you're living what he said he was going to. He said you shocked the world, and now you're here. And, you have Arnold Classic trophy on your table. You're third in the world in bodybuilding, and you're showing the world.
The Arnold trophy was dedicated for him.
Yeah, so this one was definitely
mentally, of course.
Yeah, of course, because he said you were going to do it. He said that you're going to be here. He said this is going to happen.
John was very smart. Very smart coach.
Very smart, very kind. Very thoughtful. And yeah, he was definitely a big help to.
You're thinking about protection for health. For first place is protection and health. Yeah?
Yeah, of course. This is because this sport is very hard, man. This sport, it takes a lot. It takes a lot toll of your body. It takes a lot of toll from you, and you're giving everything you have to be the best in the world. It takes a toll, and you have to be very smart. You have to be very careful, and you have to be very patient. Not everything that someone tells you, oh, do this, do that, is good for you. You have to be smart, and you have to be wisdom, you have to be patient. I mean, for me, I know the best thing I did was, I have Mel, because, men, we want everything now. We want go. But having, a woman that supports you say, slow down. No, maybe this is not good. Maybe this is not. I mean, stop to make you think about it and just actually, somebody tells you, yeah, use this, do that. And, you come back and say, oh, I'm going to do all that. And she says to you, I don't know. No, maybe calm down. Just no.
You've gone so far without it.
Yeah, you don't need it now.
Yeah.
Why do you need it now? Yeah. And you think, okay, good point. So now you've gone, how many years now you're doing this? Lucky enough, touch wood, we've never had health problems. We've never had any major injury. We've never had suffer from anything. And we're still here. So, and it might have taken a longer time than you wanted it to, but you came here, you're here one piece, and you're here better than you've ever could be, So having that right people around you to tell you, I know you want it now, but patience, not yet, is something that today is really, really needed.
Okay, but now is a new coach, Milos.
Yes.
I know him also. Milos is very close with Mauro. And Milos' school is Mauro's school.
Very close, very similar.
Very similar. Because I love also this
style.
And tell me about Milos. How long you cooperate with him?
So after obviously John passed away in 2021, I think September.
Immediately you decide.
A week later, I started working with Milos. Then because Milos he knew John, and basically I reached out to Milos for help doing that prep.
So
he continued my prep. I was 8 weeks out, so he continued my prep from 7 weeks. So from there, Milos is he's crazy. Milos is crazy. Milos is crazy, but Milos is
also smart.
He's very, very smart. Milos is very smart, and Milos pays attention to the sport. He watches very closely. He doesn't just. He knows everything. He knows every athlete. He knows every weakness. He knows every strength. He knows what you're good, what you're bad. He knows everything that you're meant to do. and what you need to do to get to the next level or get to the next place. So when he talks to you, you see that. You're like, huh, okay, I understand. And he reasons that way, and he explains why. You know, people will say, oh, Milos talk to me, but Milos knows if you stop and listen, he talks, but he talks sense. He talks common sense. If he says, look, he's good here, but look here, look this part. He changes things around to make you better. And he doesn't just say, oh, I need you to do this. He tells you why. Okay, we want to make you bigger, we want to make you wider, we want to make you stronger, we want to make you dry, he'll tell you why.
And he works together
and he works with you as a team. You know, he doesn't just say, do this and then you go do it. He tells, okay, look, what do you think? You know, because this is something many coaches, they don't do. They don't ask the athletes, what's your, you know, it's your body.
He asks me.
He talks to Mel. He says, what do you think? Like, you know, I think this, well, what do you think? And then we sit down and we discuss, and he said, okay, you know, 2022 Arnold, we looked really good. Okay, 2023 Olympia, are we better? What do you think? What do you think we should do different? What do you think we can learn? And then we sit down, we all discuss, and we say, yeah, actually we like this, but we didn't like that. This worked, that didn't work. And we come together and say, okay, and we make a plan, and we use that to go forward. So when we're improving show to show, is because of this team effort of all of us talking and looking from different angle. I give my athlete's perspective. Milos gives his coaching perspective. Mel gives the generalized of everything that she can look from both athlete side, family side, mental side, and the competition side of it. And then she rounds all of us off. So when it's show weekend and I'm stressed and I'm panicking, like, come on, and Milos is stressed because he wants more, and we're both, you know, arguing, no, I want to do more. Milos is talking. Mel, she's a civil head. She's the one that says, okay, calm down.
Milos is extrovertic.
Of course, yes. Of course. So
I'm
high.
So the show week, Milos only talks to me.
Yeah.
He messages me. He doesn't talk to Samson because Samson's mental state is
like,
you and Milos decide.
Yeah.
He all the time.
And Samson is he okay? I'm ready.
Yeah. Sometimes she calls. He will call me. How's he doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he eat this? Did he take that? Yeah. Was he looking like?
He's got my number.
He calls me all the time. He calls her. He doesn't even need to talk to me.
So even Samson don't know about your.
No. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't. So okay, Milos wants you to do this, take this, and okay, eat that. This is it, and they talk and they let me know, and I'm like, okay, I'll just listen. But this is the team, you know.
It's good.
Yeah,
because many problem was fixed on the level Marlenka and Milos.
Yeah.
You needn't worry about.
Exactly. So I can then say, okay, relax. I can think about what I need to do on stage, you know, how I need to pose, how I need to woo, how I need to act on stage. I don't need to worry about, okay, am I not big enough, not dry enough, not small enough, what I need to eat, what do I need to drink? I don't need to think about it. I can just like, okay, I don't need to think about any of that. I'll just focus on the job, focus on the training, and let them do the wizardry, let them do the science, let them do the maths to get you at your best. You just focus on your job that you have to do. And this formula, it works. You know, it works very well. And this is why every one of us know the job we are supposed to do. We know our expertise and we focus on that. And all together, when it comes together, that's when we bring our best to the stage.
It's perfect.
You know?
In my opinion, it should be looking preparing to competition. Should be like your relation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's your comfort. The best comfort
is
in preparation.
Yep. Give the best results. You know?
Is to have coach and second part like Marlenka.
Yes.
And they worried about this.
Yeah.
And you do yourself.
Yeah. You know. So this way you just do you, and you don't need to worry about stress, and then you can relax and calm and not think too much and not worry about everything. It breaks the weight and the pressure. It brings it down and it spreads around between all three of us. So it's not so heavy for one person to carry, because if I think about everything, it'll be too much, man. I'll break down. I won't be able to come on stage. I'll come on stage. I'll look like shit. I'll be like, yeah, it's too much pressure. But because we are all in it, the load is easy to carry because it's all of us that are part of it, you know? Do you remember when you was in Korea? Yeah.
In Korea, for me, when I saw this relation from your visit in Korea during quarantine. Yes, we should remind.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, you won this competition during during quarantine in hotel. You know, mentally, you have very strong mental.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
I can't believe it when I saw this.
Yeah, it was. You know, it's the thing. You know, because I always felt like going up to that time. You know, everybody always says, "Do whatever it takes, give everything, do how badly do you want it, show." So when quarantine happened and everything shut down, and then they say, "Oh, there's a show in Korea. Do you really want to do a show in Korea?" Oh, but you have to quarantine 2 weeks in a hotel.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And you work only with rubber.
Only one room like this.
One room and cardio in
the room. You know, everything, food, everything in one room for 2 weeks, 14 days. You know, I was like, everybody was like, "No, this is stupid. No, not gonna happen. Nobody. Why do you do this? Open bodybuilder, 2 room, no gym, no cardio, no just everything. You know." So, you know, I stopped and we talked about it. And I was like, look, everybody in this point will say, no, not possible. But why do we all say, do whatever it takes, if when the time comes for us to do whatever it takes, we don't do it? So I looked and I was like, this is a test. This is the time for you to prove.
After 2 weeks, we test.
This is it. So it's like, if you really want this, you really say, oh, I want to go to Olympia one day. Show me if you really want it. Show me how bad. Show me how badly do you want it. This is your test. Show me. And I was like, okay, I'm do it.
And they allowed you to train in gym.
So no gym. After 2 weeks, we come out and then you can train in gym. But being there, in 2 weeks from a show in Korea in a hotel by yourself for 2 weeks, running on the spot for cardio, push-ups, pull-up, and everything you can do just to maintain your shape and going through that, it's a test that makes you feel like, you know what? Yeah, it shows you who you really are. It shows you, okay, if push really comes to shove and everything is gone, no lights, no cameras, nobody talking to you, nothing there, just you in a dark space. Who are you really? Who's your real self? Who are you behind everything when nobody else is looking? And Korea for me was that point of showing, who you are.
For me, when I think about this, for me, you're the best. No, really, I don't know how what the word I should using to name your victory in hotel.
Man, that was it was definitely life changing. That was
he lost his job.
I was there, and 2 weeks after, I'm like, yes, final 2 weeks. Got a call from my job in the UK. They call and they say,
they sacked him.
No more. Get sacked from your job. I was like, okay, no job, no nothing. You're losing everything you have, everything you are, when you are here trying to achieve your dream. And it's hard.
No washing.
No, yeah.
You had how many towels?
You had one towel. And you have to wash it in the sink.
2 weeks.
In the bathroom.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
because of COVID, they didn't give them fresh towels.
No fresh towels, no clothes.
Towel.
So all your clothes, you take it to the bathroom sink, put it there, take black block of soap, and you wash it for 2 weeks, And it was definitely,
it's crazy.
It was crazy, but
Normal people can't to be calm during quarantine in your home, in your own home. Yes. What next?
Yeah.
I must sitting at home and can't
do anything
to live outside.
Yeah.
And you, other country, hotel room, alone.
No outside.
You was alone, yes?
Yeah,
without
completely alone. Nobody, just me. Yep. No, can't go outside. Didn't even have window. It was like just big glass. You're looking outside. You stay in there. You're alone 14 days. And
window and no open. Of course.
No, it doesn't open because you were like high up to 7th floor in a hotel room, and you're like, okay, this is just you. And it was challenging, but honestly, it was life changing. And it was a point where, it changed everything. It really answered a lot of questions for yourself. It makes you show who you really are and makes you think, okay, who are you really? Are you pretending, or are you who you say you are? Do you really love bodybuilding? Do you really love this, what you say you do?
Really.
So, and that for me was that moment, and it's now you look back at it and smile and go, fuck, that was crazy. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that again, but, but I remember it very well. And I said, that was a moment,
And you know, because you are a very huge inspiration,
Oh,
not only for me, because you know, for many people on the world. And tell me, maybe the only one, maybe more things who you think for the most important to reach goal. Not only in sports,
but
in
anything.
life. Yes?
It's discipline. It's discipline. And it's understanding that, you know what, life is not easy. It's never. It's process. It's never going to be straightforward. You know, if you say, "Oh, I want to be rich," or "I want to be this," "I want to be a boss," "I want to be a manager," "I want to own this business," "I want to own this car," it will never be okay. I'll get up and I'll go get it. It never works like a straight line. It's always like bending, and there'll be a lot of things to test you to show you if you really want to do that. You have to be headstrong, you have to be stubborn, and you have to be naive. You have to be deluded, you have to be naive, because the idea of being realistic, you know, everybody will say, "Oh, I want to do something good, I want to go be Mr. Olympia, I want to go this," but then they only want to do it when everything is perfect. But life is not perfect, that's not how it works, you know. And, you know, the thing is, you have to believe on it so much that when everybody else tells you, "Come on, no, this is too much, it's too much, it's not real, it's too much, it's a dream." You have to believe in a dream. You know, you have to have that mentality of, I'm different, I can do it. I can do it. I'm ready to work and I can do it. If you have that, it's a big way to go. It's that belief of knowing that it's not easy, but I'm going to do it anyway.
I agree with you. And, you know, Samson is the only one. Ole is the only one.
Yeah.
And everyone should to find something the best for
you,
for him.
Yeah.
Not only observe Samson. Okay, I really like Samson. No, Samson is okay.
Yeah.
He's only one.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you have to have something for yourself. I say, you know, I always say this to people. It's like, you have one life, just this one life only. What life do you want to live when you're done? When your time is come and you're about to die, what do you want to look back on your life? What do you want to say? You want to say, okay, well, I worked a good job, 9 to 5. I came home, I did work, I didn't do anything more. I just, you know, but I was secure. Everything was okay. I was just secure. Is that it? Or do you want to say, oh, I just worked a job and I came home and that was it? You want to achieve something that is your dream in this life before it's too late. Whatever it is, you have to believe that, okay, even if it's just one thing I wanted so badly, achieve that one thing so you can look back on your life when you are old and you're retired and say, yeah, okay, I did this, I did that. I said would do it and I did it. So I always tell people, you know what, always have a dream and go to achieve a dream, because what's the point of living if you're not trying to achieve something you want, you know?
And remember, and I remember, but many people forget about this, is to have a thanks for every small thing,
yes,
every day. Yes.
Yes.
So, for example, today I feel good. I can train. Okay.
Yeah.
I wake up and feel strong. Okay. Thank you for the weather, because it's sun today.
It's sunny today. It's everything. Always appreciate everything. Appreciate everything, because, you know, this is the thing. Is like we live every day, one day at a time, and we get used to our normality. We get used to our simple life. We get used to it. We get used to it so much that we are now at the point where we're pissed off and we're angry because we don't have more. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is boring. I wish I had better. I lived better place. I wish I had better house. I wish I had better friends. I wish I had more. But you forget that where you are now is already a blessing. Where you are now is already something that is special, but you don't see it because you live it. You see it every day. Always try to appreciate what's around you, what you have right now.
Especially people around you.
Appreciate them, because the minute it's gone, the minute they take your house, they take your car, they take your life, they take your health, they take your wife, they take your family, something goes. You would sit back and
many small things makes bigger,
big things,
in
you know.
more better things. You fly to you every day.
Yeah, you know. So appreciate those small things, because if they go, you realize how much you wish you had them and how much you cherish them when they were there. So always appreciate everything you have, because you won't have them forever. So appreciate them now while you have them and see it for what it is now that you have it. You know, nothing lasts forever.
You should to make a workout. I will work with you also, so I am happy. I will happy, and thanks you for this workout today, because this workout gave me better condition and a feeling for next.
Thank you. Awesome.
And after your Olympia, we remember.
We did a workout. Yes, for sure, man. I look forward to it. It's gonna be good.
Thank you for your invitation to the home. It was very nice. Our fans, your fans. Thank you for watching. And you observe for 4 week Arnold Classic.
Oh yes.
In this place, I wish you all the best. Of course, first place. And we crossed fingers for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
And see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.